Okay?
Break will not be there, then it will show all.
Yes?
If break will not be there, then I think it will show all.
Yes, I was coming to that point only. Ilma, you can see this?
Yes.
Okay, now, suppose I erase this break here. Okay? Take care of this. I have erased break from here. And now the user gives the value 1. What will be printed on the screen?
Good morning.
Yes, it will come good morning, and since there is no break, it will fall down and it will come to good afternoon. Will it stop after good afternoon?
Yes.
Why? Because there is break. Okay, so this is called fall through. This incident is called fall through. Fall through means absence of break. When there is absence of break in switch statement, in switch condition, then and if the case matches with the value, then the execution continues the next line, next case until it gets break. Okay, so this is very important thing from exam that it can come that what is fall through. So you can write, if we skip the break statement or if we miss the break statement, then what happens is that all the cases are executed, all the statements in those cases are executed until when we get break. Okay, so I am giving a proper definition. If break statement is not used after a case, then the control enters into another case for execution. If break case is not there, then program continues executing the statements of the other cases also until it gets break, and this is called fall through. Fall through means just falling down until it gets break. If the break was not here, then and the case was 1, it was printed good morning, good afternoon, good evening, then stop. If break was not here also, then it would have continued. Okay, so this is very important in fall through. Fall through means absence of break, and what this causes is that because of this, program may continue executing the other cases also until it gets break. Okay. If the break is not there at all, then it will continue until this switch statement is finished. Okay. So like this is your switch statement. So very important thing, first important thing you have to keep in mind that the value of this variable can either be an integer or a character. You cannot check any condition or you cannot do any other thing in this. Second thing, break statement should be there if you want to stop a case. Break statement signifies the end of a particular case. Okay, if break statement is not there, the program execution will continue, and this incidence is called fall through. So three very important things I have told you about this. Now, this was an example taking the variable as an integer. Here the variable is what? Integer only, na? Because the value of the variable is 1, 2, 3. Now I am giving another example where I am giving the value of variable as character. Suppose I have written switch A is a variable, any variable you can write, and this is basically you will come to know which variable it is when you will write whole program. I am just writing the switch part. Suppose I am taking plus minus. Okay, what I want that if user enters plus sign, I have to add two numbers B and C and show the result. If the user enters minus sign, I have to minus B and C and show the result similarly. So I will write case plus. Okay, case plus. Now why I have written plus in this single quotes?
Because it is the operator.
No. Because it's a character. The value of this variable is going to be in character. And you might remember that character, like string is enclosed in double quotes. Similarly, a character means, character is what? Letters, symbols, On the keyboard, whatever is there, na, like your A, B, C, D, then plus, minus, then asterisk and ampersand and all symbols are your characters. Characters means all those symbols. So if the value given by the user is plus, what I want to do? SOP system.out.println. Suppose you want to add. I want to give the message that you want to add and break. If the value of case is minus, actually we wanted to add two values. So you want to add and SOP ln, the sum is suppose I want to add B plus C, or you can
give B value before also for this.
yes, or if you don't want to write the message directly. Are you getting this? Is it confusing?
No.
If the value given by the user is plus, I want to give a message you want to add. Fine. Suppose I want to add two variables B and C and store in a variable D, and I want to print this. Suppose this. Okay. You want to add D equal to B plus C. Second statement, I want to calculate the addition, store in the variable C and D, and then I want to print. The sum is
Plus
D. Okay, is it clear?
yes.
Means if the user will give plus, on the screen it will be written you want to add, and then internally this processing will be done. B and C, there are some variables, values are also given, will be added, stored in the variable D, and this will be printed. Okay. If case minus SOP ln, you want to suppose subtract. Yes, we'll put good. We'll put break. You want to subtract D equal to B minus C. If this case is that I want to subtract the values. And SOP ln, the difference is D. Okay. I want to make this program only for addition and subtraction.
Then it would be E.
Where?
Cannot be D.
Why?
Because same variable you are assigning, no? It will not create a problem that you are assigning both the values. You can assign both the values in D only.
Because if the case is plus, then only it will execute, na? But if the case cannot, two cases cannot be there at a time. Okay. Okay, so I want to make this program only for plus and minus, and if user gives asterisk or forward slash, I want to give wrong choice. So now I will, after putting break, I want to write default SOP ln wrong choice. Okay. Now suppose before this, in this, okay. Suppose before this there were three variables defined, okay, and the value of B was 10
D.
and C was suppose 20. Suppose I should write the previous,
D, C,
and D is also there now. Suppose before this switch, it is D. Before this, in this program, oh yes, A is character. So we'll write int B, C, D, C, H, A. Okay. C, H, A. Why we have written C, H?
Because they will be character.
Not C, H, it will be char. Char A. Okay. Char A. And then we have written int B, C, D. Fine. And suppose the value I have initialized of B as 10 and C as 20. Okay. And D is there. And the value of A I will take from the user. For that you have to write a whole statements like scanner, SC new, scanner and all. This is just, keep in mind that suppose in your program the value of B is 10 and C is 20. and there is also a variable d defined, and there is also a variable a defined in your program somewhere upside. Okay. Now suppose on your screen you have sent a message to the user to give a value for a for this variable, and the user has chosen plus